Hey y'all, it's Sarah, the wine-loving bookworm, back with another book and wine review for your Sunday night. As you guys probably know, I'm here in Florida, so we are preparing for the hurricane, and hopefully it's going to miss us completely and it won't be a big deal. But it's been super stressful, and I woke up today with a cold, so please ignore my voice as we go through this review. So anyway, I have the furniture arrived for my book nook, and I'm really excited about it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try to show you it. It's like, it's this big old chair that I got here. It's huge, and it's so comfortable. And then over there, where my doggie is sitting, is our new kind of smallish sectional. Let's see if I can get that back on there. So I'm so excited about it. It looks so good. It's so comfortable. And also the newest addition is the painting back here that my husband and I co-painted last night at one of those painting and wine places, and I think it looks really good. So I'm excited. Yay. Also, my computer is working again, so that is great news. I don't have to be weirdly looking like this the whole time while I'm talking to you, so I'm really excited about that. So tonight, like I said last week, I decided to go and pick I'm not going to say expensive bottle of wine, because when I went to the store, I'm like, there's no way I'm buying a $100 bottle of wine for this crap. So I got a $40 Merlot, and then I got a $10 Merlot. So my husband has poured them, and he's going to bring them out. I don't know which one's which, so we're going to give it a shot. Babe? You only brought one?
Just one to start off with.
Okay, we're bringing one to start off with. So I'll give this one a shot. I have no idea which one's which. And I'll have them bring out the bottles too, so I can show you. Okay, if that was my guess, that's the cheap one, because that's not that great. We'll see. Can you bring the second one? Thank you. And can you bring the bottles out? Oh God, that tastes weird. What the hell? Did I buy two crappy ones? Oh, this tastes like grape juice. Oh man.
Try this one.
What was that? I don't think that was wine. Hold on, let me try this. I think this is the more expensive one. This one actually tastes good. Was I right?
Yes.
Was the second? Okay, the second one. Okay, so there is a difference. So the Fetzer Merlot. What was that middle one?
Coke.
Oh, it's Coke. Ew. Okay, so Fetzer Merlot was the cheap one, and oh my God, you can taste that. And then Duckhorn. This is actually really good. They're both Merlots. So anyway, ooh, got too close there. Let me try it. Wait, this is the good one. Let's try the cheap one again. Oh, man, that's not good. Ooh. Let's try the good one again. There's definitely a difference. So, okay, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, ABC. All right. Even with a $40 bottle of wine, there's a difference. So maybe it's if I had more money, then I'd buy a $40 bottle and a $100 bottle and see. But maybe it's once you get to a certain point, there's not a difference. But there's definitely a difference between them. Okay, let's move on. So somebody is watching my YouTube videos, because my friend Sue suggested that I read this book. It's called Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia? I'm not sure. Owens. And this is one that I have wanted to read so badly, and I just haven't really wanted to spend the money on it or whatever. So she brought it over, and I read it last week. Spoiler alert, I freaking love this book. This was really good. And when I was reading through the cover, they said that it's kind of it's reminiscent. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. He keeps jumping up and down on the sofa. It's reminiscent of Barbara Kingsolver, which I love Barbara Kingsolver. Poisonwood Bible. Crap, I can't think of anything else. Oh, Bean Trees. There's a bunch she's written, and they are all fantastic. So if you have the chance to read Barbara Kingsolver, check those out. And I agree. This is very reminiscent of Barbara Kingsolver. So I looked her up, and she is a zoologist and an author, I guess. But this is her debut novel. So first novel. And it makes a lot of sense that she's a zoologist. The basic premise of the book is about a girl who is raised in, where is it? North Carolina coast. And she like kind of lives with her family out in this shack. And her dad is very abusive. He gets drunk and beats them. She's got like 4-ish brothers and sisters, but they all kind of leave. And then the mom leaves too one day and doesn't come back. And she's about 10. Her name is Kaya. She's about 10, and she just doesn't understand why her mom leaves. And she's stuck with her father, who is just he kind of goes between being like a nice, I'm fun dad, like let's go fishing, to like raging alcoholic wanting to beat the crap out of her. So not a great childhood there. But then eventually he leaves too. And she's just in this freaking shack by herself, and she's like 11 years old. And she ends up basically raising herself. And she doesn't go to school. The social services comes out once and tries to make her go to school. She runs away. And they know she's out there. The townspeople call her the Marsh Girl. Very derogatory, in a very derogatory way. So she's just basically raising herself. And there's a love story in it, but it's done in such a way that I loved it. And I don't like love stories. I was just rooting for them as a couple. But she has a difficult life, not only because she has to try to make money any way she can to support herself, and she basically eats grits and biscuits all the time, but people make fun of her, and they don't like her, and she talks about loneliness a lot, and wanting that connection with people her own age, but it's just not there. And there's this. I grew up very shy, very quiet, very introverted. Didn't mean that I didn't want friends. I just wasn't exactly sure how to go about it. And I'm not a marsh girl, I wasn't raised in a shack in the marsh. But some of the stuff I connected to, like the sense of rejection, the feeling of abandonment by people. She felt abandoned. And oh my gosh, there's this one scene, and I don't want to tell you about it because it'll give some stuff away, but someone leaves her, and they talk about how he does it and why he does it. And oh my gosh, it just hit me. Like, oh, that poor girl, like, God, she's just so hopeful. And then all these people leave her in her life. It was really powerful, the way she wrote it. So she gets into some, quote unquote trouble, and some legal trouble. And that's kind of one of the main premises of the book at the end. The ending, I didn't love, but I wasn't sure. The whole time as it's coming, I'm thinking, how do I want this to end? And I couldn't really figure it out. So it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't very satisfying, I guess. I don't know. Read it and let me know what you think. I didn't love the ending, but the book overall was beautiful. I mean, the descriptions of the North Carolina coast and of the marsh, and she became a self-taught naturalist and wrote books about the marsh, and that's eventually how she made her money later on. Just beautiful. You felt like you were right there. Great character. I mean, she was just an amazing character. You felt like you knew her. This is for, and like when I read that she was a zoologist, the author, it made a lot of sense after reading the book. So definitely pick this up. I'm not like these mass market books. So many people were talking about this. I knew I had to read it, but a lot of times I don't like them. Like what Girl on the Train and Gone Girl. Did not like either of those. I know, sorry, but I just didn't like either of those. So I'm always a little hesitant when you hear this is the next best thing, this is great, everybody's reading it. But this is actually great. This is a great book. So definitely pick it up. I can't stress it enough. Pick this up. Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia, one of those, Owens. Okay, so next week, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to read right now. If anybody else has a good suggestion, like my friend Sue, please let me know. Either, if you know me, text me, or comment, or go to my Instagram and comment. Give me some ideas. I'm kind of leaning towards reading Girl Stop Apologizing by the author, and her name's escaping me right now, but the one who wrote Girl Wash Your Face. Can't remember her name right now. But I have that book too. So maybe that's what I'll read. I'm not sure. But if you have any other suggestions, let me know. And I'm going to take a sip of the good wine. I'm like sitting here looking at it like, which one was the good one? This is, I'm not going to show you the bad one again because I don't want to give them bad press, but bad press, like there's 2 people that watch this. Duckhorn Vineyards, Napa Valley Merlot. Take another sip of that. Man, that's good. That's some good hurricane drinking wine right there. We'll see if I'll need it in the next couple of days. But anyway, that's all for me. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, pray for us that our power doesn't go out. That's all I really care. We're very much inland, so we don't have to worry about storm surge and really, really bad weather. But, oh God, when the power goes out. I mean, first world problems, am I right? But it still sucks. All right, so that's all for me tonight. You guys have a great week. If you're in Florida, keep safe and get yourself some Duckhorn Merlot. Cheers.